Ready at master control?
Ready, switch on.
Look, Daddy!
Broadcasting from Dallas, Fort Worth on thebarlive.com.
Quit stalling!
When you think you're right, you're never right. Because this is the YNR Radio Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the YNR Radio Show. Thanks for tuning in this week. I am Patrick.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Joey.
And we're hanging out today, like we did last week. We're hanging out at Pokes in Addison.
Yeah, we are.
Right off of Midway and a block south of Beltline. So if you're out there and you're listening to my voice, make sure you stop by Pokes. Come grab a drink. Come have a good time with us. Come say hi. We've got a fun-filled show for you today. We have prepared extra. I want to tell you right now.
Not
when you say
we,
like you mean
like
everyone
Austin
else?
and I did work. I don't think that you did anything for this.
I always do more behind the scenes. It doesn't look like I do
does
much.
it? Does it? It doesn't look like it.
I always do a lot more than you ever can see.
You're like a ninja when it comes to this stuff, huh? No one can see you work.
He's very sneaky.
I'm not good like that.
Is that what that was? Wow.
I'm good like that. Behind the scenes stuff.
Oh, wow.
You don't have a clipboard, do you?
No, I don't have a clipboard. True.
You do have some drink specials in front of you, which I think you should read right here for Pokes and Addison.
Oh man, for a Wednesday night, we've got $3 Crown Royal open to close, happy hour 2 to 9. It's $4 you call it's $1 off all drafts and $3 wells.
Where's
right
it?
on.
They're having that here?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I want to drink.
Well, why haven't you not been drinking? Are you sober, Austin?
I don't know.
You don't mean to tell me that you're doing the show sober. That's as irresponsible as Patrick coming in late.
Will you check my breath? Patrick, will you please check my breath?
Blowing a .06. I've never been this sober in my life.
Patrick's nose is a really good breathalyzer.
Yeah, it is.
He can smell the alcohol.
Are you saying I have a big nose?
I'm saying, no, I was talking about your sense of smell.
I think someone's sensitive about their nose.
What's wrong with your nose?
I don't know.
I've
been told I have a big nose.
Your nose is my favorite quality on you.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I kind of like your nose too, buddy.
Yeah. It's like a shark. Makes you look dangerous.
You guys know what that means. It is time for the news.
News.
We're going to do news a little different this week. I'm going to do a couple stories. I know Joey has a couple stories, and then we're going to pass it on down to Austin for some City Spolls.
I got a story too.
Oh, Austin's going to get to do news too. Is that okay with you, Patrick?
Can I do a story too?
Patrick, king of the news.
Yeah.
Is it really news if Patrick doesn't read it? I don't think it is.
I paraphrase. I really don't. I paraphrase. I don't really read the news here. All right, let's go into our first story. This week in the news. Title of this story is Lindsay Lohan makes bizarre request on Canyon set during sex scene.
I heard about that.
Lindsay Lohan has never seemed shy, but when it comes to showing off her body, after all, she's posed nude in Playboy last year.
She totally posed nude.
That was like one of the most
year.
popular Playboys that ever came out.
I haven't bought
too.
Playboy in years. The only Playboy I bought in the last 5 years was the one when Marge Simpson was in it, and then the one when Lindsay Lohan
That was a
was
good
in
one.
it.
That was a good one.
You have to buy that stuff?
You don't have
Who
to, but
buys
I
that
bought
stuff
it.
anymore?
I bought it just to have it. That's my point. If you really want to see it, you could just see it. But I wanted to have those.
If you're gonna support something, support Playboy.
Was it good?
Oh, Marge Simpson? Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Totally.
really good.
It was one of the best spreads I've ever seen.
Dude, they make cartoon characters so hot these
Oh
days.
my
It's
God,
insane.
she was like Jessica Rabbit. It was like Jessica Rabbit with blue hair. It was incredible. Everything I always imagined Marge looked like naked. Lindsay was good too. Don't get me wrong. Lindsay was good, but everybody had already seen that with all the nip slips and
Old news.
TMZ covering her constantly.
The Simpsons, that was a first.
But for Marge Simpson, no, TMZ had not caught Marge yet, and it was a big moment for me.
Sorry, continue on with your story.
No, go ahead, Patrick. By all means.
While filming a sex scene for her upcoming movie, The Canyons, with porn star James Dean, D-E-E-N, she suddenly got demure.
I didn't hear that until just
Lohan
now.
reportedly demanded the 10-man crew strip down to their skivvies while she filmed the scene in order to make her feel more comfortable going topless in front of them.
What a whore. She just wanted to take all the guys take their
she just wanted to see a bunch of dong in the room.
Yeah.
Typical
I like this part.
Typical girl just trying to see guys naked. That's just...
I'll show you, you show me.
I know. How many times have you fallen for that?
Like, a lot.
Girls taking advantage of us because we're suckers.
We are suckers.
Although the guys weren't too thrilled about the idea initially, they eventually gave in to the actress.
Of course they did.
They're going to see boobies. Of course
yeah,
they're going to take
they
their
did it
pants
to see
off.
her boobs. I mean, I would have argued about it, but ultimately I would have given in.
Does she have boobs anymore? I thought she was like a crack whore.
Who cares? It's Lindsay Lohan.
I care.
I don't care anymore. It's not about what she looks like now. It's what she symbolized then.
You're part of the downfall of America.
I don't care. I'm in the majority. Who cares? We win.
When you care about celebrity status over nice boobies, then that's the downfall of America.
I'm not saying celebrity status. I'm saying, like, it doesn't matter what she looks like. I don't know how to explain this. What about, like, what was her name that played in Saved by the Bell? Tiffany Amber Thiessen?
Yeah.
She's not that hot now, but I would still want to see her naked because she was Kelly Kapowski.
She is still hot.
She's kind of hot, but she
Are you comparing Kelly Kapowski to Lindsay Lohan? Are you really doing this?
I sort of did, and I kind of regret it now.
You should.
I completely, I give in.
You need to think, then speak.
You know what? Whatever.
Think,
just
then
read.
speak.
Just read the news.
Yeah,
all right. Let's
Joey
move on.
for president over here.
Next story here. This is kind of odd news. Women didn't know she was pregnant. Posted in Geneva on the Lake in Ohio. This is posted today. An Ohio woman said police officer helped her deliver her baby when she didn't even know she was pregnant.
What did she think she was having?
What did she think she was getting fat?
Did she just think she was pooping a lot?
I was gonna say, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear that first sentence? Austin's like, was she fat? Mackenzie
No bigot.
Alcerno said she and her husband called 911 early Sunday when she was experiencing severe stomach pains. I told my husband it almost felt like I was having a baby.
Wow.
The police said Sandy Davis arrived at the home and discovered Alcerno was indeed having a baby. I had no idea I was pregnant, she says. I had no side effects, no morning sickness, or anything. Suddenly, there was a lot of pain, and then there was a baby. 2 pushes, and it came out.
Ew.
Wow.
She was super pregnant.
The baby was born 6 pounds, 14 ounces, and that's their third child.
She didn't think any of the other symptoms were weird. What is wrong with your lifestyle that it's okay that you wake up and throw up every morning?
Maybe she thought it was indigestion.
Or that she didn't notice the weight gain. Where are you in life that you don't notice those symptoms?
Well, if you're already big, it's hard to notice the weight gain.
No.
Really? Really? You would think a person growing inside you is something you'd notice.
I think you notice that.
I mean, I would.
I feel
I
bad
don't
for
know.
the
Maybe
kid.
I'm wrong. I'm not a chick. No. You probably notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she knows.
I would. I don't know how do you neglect yourself that much that you don't notice that? That's a bad sign. Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
No.
All right, next story.
Next story.
I want you guys to help me out with this because I think you know a little bit about this. This is part of the weird news. Community blog. Topless activist takes New York City by storm. When most people see... Is that Moria?
Yeah.
Moria.
Moria Johnston. When most people see Moria Johnston walking through the streets of New York, they probably aren't thinking freedom fighter. They're thinking that woman's topless.
It's because she's mostly topless.
But to Johnston, politics
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, politics and breasts go hand in hand. Although told to be true, one is more preferable to actually hold. So you guys heard about this?
Yeah. That's actually old news. She's been doing this for a while.
Well, she goes around and she's her, but like. I mean, I'm not against her point. It's just that she's lobbying for something that sort of she could already, like anybody could already do. I think she just wants the reason to be naked. You know, she's a dancer.
Did y'all look up pictures of her?
No,
I saw her. Yeah.
She's not hot. I mean, she's like New York hot because like New York is just like you know New York, but like
really, what's New York like?
Let me ask you a question. Marissa's listening over here. Are California girls hotter than Texas girls?
They're different kind of hot. They're like movie star hot. Texas girls have a lot of like homegrown, like just like perfect,
so
like girl next door type things.
Since Marissa lives here now, does that make her a Texas girl?
Yeah.
No, simply living here does not make you a Texas girl. You got to feel the same way. You don't feel like you're a Texas girl yet. Yeah, you don't. You can't
just wait.
Do we need to give her like an initiation into the Texas scene?
What does that mean?
She said she needs some boots.
Yeah.
She needs a really short jean skirt.
Some knee pads.
Some knee pads.
Knee pads? What are you saying about Texas girls?
Oh, nothing. I was
just moving on. So anyway, this chick, her whole point is that she's lobbying. She says it's unfair that guys can go out in public and take their shirts off and she can't. And it's like, it's not like you can't do it. It's just that you don't do it. I mean, like anybody a woman with some modesty wouldn't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's a dancer. Of course, she's okay showing herself naked. I don't know. I just think her point's a little pointless. I agree with her point.
I'm sure there's
more women should walk around topless, if you ask me. But
2 points.
What? Oh, I get
2
it.
points.
Oh, wow. Wow. Pretty low brow.
Yeah.
Wow. Way to go, Patrick.
All right, moving on.
moving on.
Next story here. It's the title of the story is "Drunk Man Enters Wrong House and Goes to Bed."
That's awesome.
This is posted in Chalkerville, Michigan today.
How is this news? Who hasn't really been here?
Yeah,
I almost got in the wrong car one time.
Police in Michigan said a man left 2 young children unattended when he went out drinking and ended up crawling into bed with some neighbors. Investigators said the 27-year-old man, whose name has not yet been released, left his children ages 2 and 4 at home when he went out drinking and ended up going back to the wrong house and crawling into bed with a 75-year-old man and his 72-year-old wife.
Oh, wow.
The man was held on suspicion of misdemeanor, illegally entering, and released after posting a $1,500 bond. No formal charges have been filed. Police said the children who were sleeping safely at home were placed with their neighbors with their father's consent.
The same neighbors he crawled in bed with?
Probably.
Father of the year over here.
Got one more story. Actually, I'm going to hand it over to Joey. I'm going to do this story right before we do City
Okay.
Sports.
Hey, I got one too, man. Come on.
I'm excited. I was going to do some fear mongering this week. You guys down for some fear mongering?
Yeah.
Who feels comfortable in society right now? Well, for those of you who are parents of children and you plan parties and you have like a magician or something like that over, now here's a reason not to do that, something to make you afraid of all that. There's a man, Ronald Brown, a puppeteer from Florida, planned to rape, kill, and eat your children. This was his plan when police caught him. He, according to Florida, a Florida puppeteer who entertains children at birthday parties, schools, and churches, secretly wanted to rape, kill, and eat them, cops say. Ronald Brown, 57, of Largo, Florida, was arrested last week after federal agents found that he'd allegedly been chatting online with child pornography suspects about extremely graphic discussions regarding kidnapping, sexual abusing, and murdering and eating children, according to federal complaint obtained by Tampa Bay Times. Yeah, this was his plan. While he's been in your house, when you invite that stranger in your home to entertain your children, he could be secretly plotting to murder and eat them.
Wow.
Is this like Jim Hanson's like brother that didn't get all the fun,
Yeah,
like John
yeah.
Hanson?
His evil twin brother.
The black sheep of the family.
Right? I still like puppets, but not like that.
He's like, yeah. Yeah, that's my fear mongering of the week.
Is that all? Do you have another story? Is that it?
Oh yeah. I got this thing about Oh yeah, I thought this was funny. I kind of always joked about like I juggle. I taught myself how to juggle, and I always said when I was going to step up the danger factor of this, I'd like move on to like juggling cats. Well, this guy doesn't. He's in trouble with some Yu Zin Chen of Philadelphia, charged with animal cruelty, allegedly tossed kittens. Yeah, a Philadelphia restaurant owner faces 4 counts of animal cruelty for allegedly torturing a family of defenseless kittens, according to the Society for Prevention of Animal Cruelty. Surveillance footage shows Yu Zin Chin, 25, tossing bowling and swinging the kittens in a circle in an alley outside of a Red Star Chinese takeout. This is not neglect, it's malicious, and he was intending on purposefully hurting and torturing these kittens. It's very disturbing, said Richard Lewis of Philadelphia SPCA, according to, anyway.
So you said you want to juggle kittens.
I always thought it was funny and dangerous because when you're juggling kittens, well, not kittens, I said cats, and I was being facetious when I said this. I just thought
child cats.
Child cats, like because it's pretty dangerous when you're juggling. He was really taking on a lot of risk himself doing this because when you're juggling these kittens, only one of those ends is not pointed. There's like 5 ends that are sharp and like teeth or clawed, and then there's one end that's safe to grab.
He drugs them.
It takes a lot of like
No, kitten mittens. He puts kitten mittens on them.
Just for our listeners, I'm really not for the abuse of cats or kittens.
Kitten mittens.
I don't want to do that. I just always thought it was I always said I would do it, and this guy did it. I wasn't being serious.
You know what? I bet the cats kind of straighten themselves out because they always land up straight. Like, cats are like notorious for whatever, the landing person. I bet when you throw them up, they automatically right themselves. So you'd have to do
That's what makes it complicated because you gotta adjust for that spin. When they go upside down, they're automatically gonna right themselves.
You talk about this like you've done it before.
I've thought about it. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. This is what separates us from.
Okay, speaking of rape.
Wait, what? No, we're gonna save that actually for stirring the pot.
Oh, you've got that for
Yeah.
stirring the pot? Okay,
Yeah.
really? You could have let me know.
Well, I didn't know what you were doing. You were going rogue on us on the
Yeah,
news.
seriously.
Oh, whatever. Fine.
I have one more story here. and we're going to transition into city sports. This one's pretty funny. I'm not even going to read the title of the story. I'm just going to start reading the story, and you can figure out what happens. After years of preparation, tailoring every aspect of your life to focus on one day of competition, imagine waking up one morning on your Olympic debut to find that you've slept through your alarm clock. The nightmare became a reality for 21-year-old British athlete Jack Oliver ahead of his weightlifting event. I was meant to be up at 6 o'clock, go downstairs, have a nice pre-weight in, and shower, and a bit of a stretch. At 7:05, I was hearing a banging on the door, looked at my phone, and thought, I'm in trouble. I'm going to have a very, very angry coach. Despite the rude awakening, Oliver got dressed in 30 seconds, managed to catch a later bus to the London XL Arena, and arrived in a good time for the pre-competition weigh-in. Shrugging off the bad start to his day, he went to produce his best ever performance in front of a delighted British crowd.
You damn well better when you show up an hour and a half late for the Olympics. You better go in there and just destroy everyone, or you are dead. The whole world is gonna do how many sponsors do you lose over something like a mishap like that?
Who knows?
Oh my God, that's like that. Isn't there an episode of Seinfeld about that? The marathon guy that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is Kramer his roommate?
Yeah, right.
Maybe you get some of those sponsors back when Kramer comes up with you.
I'm serious. That's incredible that he was able to go out there and just bust it out like that. That just shows what an athlete he is. But seriously, he had no choice. That's like
probably used to it from many late nights of drinking.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Y'all are preoccupied with your iPhone.
I just got a
because
buzz.
my internet's so slow on here. I have to
All
pull
right,
up on
all
my
right.
phone, dude.
Well, it's time to transition into something we like to call City Sports.
City Sports.
Well, we don't do that anymore.
City Sports with Austin Brooks this week. What you got, buddy?
Speaking of the Olympics, you guys might remember Michael Phelps?
Oh yeah, the pothead.
Yeah. I actually, I sent Jimmy a picture. Jimmy, did you get those pictures? Yeah, okay. So the first one, you guys remember him from last year, smoking the
Ganja?
The ganja, the bongo. Anyways, so this year he went back to the Olympics, and last year he made a world record, winning like 15 gold medals or something. This year he's
just making up stuff.
I'm not making that up.
No, I know.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Go on.
No.
How many medals does he have now?
Still 15?
19.
Oh, well, he won a few more. So what?
Stop setting him up. What are you trying? What is this?
Yeah, what is this?
Go ahead. Go on.
So I don't watch the Olympics. I don't care. I'm talking about Michael Phelps smoking
Move
weed.
on. I want to talk about Michael Phelps too. Let's go.
Come on, that's way more fun. The Olympics are boring.
I have respect for the Olympics, okay?
Okay. Oh yeah, Mister. I'm too busy last night. He showed up late last night because he was watching
the women's
the damn
gymnastics.
Gymnastics.
Those girls work really hard.
They're barely girls.
Just saying. Go on.
They have the same feminine features of like Asian boys.
Yeah, that's hot.
Go
Moving
on.
along.
I don't know. It's just Michael Phelps. He didn't. He barely made the qualifier, and then he placed fourth place in the 400 meters or 400 meters or whatever.
He's won some extra medals though.
But wasn't he only 3 medals away from having the most medals ever?
No, he's already achieved that last night.
Oh,
19,
I don't want
19 gold medals, the most decorated Olympian ever.
Yeah, whatever.
I got a question. You know how Lance Armstrong got his? Did we talk about this where he got his some of the things pulled from him because of his because he admitted to having
a couple of weeks ago, but there was no verdict on it or anything.
So did he actually get in trouble and find out that he did take a?
I did not find any news stories on it, but I heard through the grapevine that he was found guilty on some of that, and he had a lot of titles stripped away.
Do you think this will ever be an issue for Michael Phelps? Do you think anybody will come to him being like, "Hey, did you get stoned before your swim meets? Is that why you're able to swim so well?"
Is that against the rules?
I think in this day and age, people are pretty much they're okay with the fact that marijuana is not a sports enhancing. Yeah,
you're saying it doesn't make you better at sports.
In the words of Robin Williams, the only way it's a sports enhancing drug if there's a big Hershey bar at the end of the runway.
I know a lot of people that claim it makes them better at different things, like they're better drivers when they're stoned, or they're better, they're funnier when they're stoned.
There's no science behind that.
So, I'm just asking. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I'd be the first one to say that there was something great about it, but I think it's more that they just enjoy driving more when they're stoned.
It's just more fun.
Yeah.
It's not that you're better at it. It's just everything's a lot more fun when you're stoned.
Yeah.
I don't know. They like themselves better. They're just like, I don't know. So Michael Phelps, yeah, whatever. It's good for you. Winning some trophies and some medals.
Way to be an
and stuff.
Olympian.
Guess who's coming out with a new children's book?
Who?
Dennis Rodman.
That's who I would expect to come out with a new children's book.
Nothing about him says children's book.
Dennis the Wild Bull. By Dennis Rodman and Dustin Warburton. Illustrated by Dan Monroe. Anyways, I haven't read the book yet. I think it's just coming out. But
Do you have high expectations for Dennis Rodman's
it's
children's
Dennis
book?
Rodman. What is he gonna say in there? Like,
Hey, kids.
I've met this guy before at a strip club.
I'll tell you what, Austin. Here's what I need you to do. For next week, I need you to get Dennis Rodman's children's book, and I want you to read it by next week. I know it's a lot. I know it's only a week, so you got to power read a little bit. But I expect a full report on Dennis Rodman's children's book by next Wednesday.
If it's out, I'll look into it. If it's already out, I'll look into
See
it.
if you can find like the book on tape, as read by Patrick Stewart.
Do you think Dennis Rodman stayed up many nights thinking, oh, what am I going to do next in my children's book?
No, I think he's trying to figure out ways to pay his child support. He owes like $800,000 in back child support. So
Do you think anybody could just do a children's book?
If you've got the
Like anybody could do it. Like you think I could do a children's book
O.J.
if I really wanted to?
O.J. Simpson children's book. I didn't do it, but maybe I did.
There was Dr. Seuss, the first time that he did one, he was actually doing it as a dare that he couldn't complete a children's book in less than like 24 hours and get it published, and he did.
It seems like I think the problem that most children's books would probably have is that you overthink it, because like you could probably for kids. I mean, how complicated does it really the story have to be? You know what I mean? and it's not like you can't tell the same story again, because how much have they really heard? If your target audience is 4 years old, how many stories could they have heard before? Like you could do a rerun basically, and it would sound new to them.
Yeah.
Like I think you could dumb down like a Friends episode and like put it in children's terms and just tell it, and everybody be like, "Oh my God, what a great children's story!" You know what I mean?
like which one?
I don't know, the one where Ross loses his monkey. that one as a children's story.
I think they have that.
Like,
it's called Curious George.
like just take it down to its basic like elements, and then tell the story as simply as possible.
Yeah,
I bet you could do a whole series of children's
I
novels.
bet you could come
based
up with
off
a children's book.
You know what? That's a challenge too. Let's like a children's novel. Let's make Friends into children's novels.
I'll read a
Mr.
book.
Heckles,
You come up with.
That's my monkey. That's Patty the monkey.
I'm just saying. I think that you could do it, and kids would buy these. Like it would be a successful children's novel series.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you're already going off of like the storylines that already work.
The stories are done. Everybody already likes it. Just dumb it down for kids.
Yeah, and you got a roommate moving out. The other roommate's very upset.
Bert and Ernie all over again.
What else you got for sports?
Not much. Sports is really slow right now with just the
With
Olympics.
stupid
going on.
Olympics going on. Can't wait till that show's over.
No, I can't wait for football to start.
I know. What, dude? Are you guys gonna be in a fantasy league?
Yes.
I got 2 this year. I plan on actually paying attention and like participating. It's gonna be good.
We got Joey for president and Joey for NFL.
Oh no! Austin's gonna be in one too. I think
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to talk
not
about
gonna do
our
one?
fantasy leagues.
You need to do one with us, dude.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Come on, fantasy's easy.
We'll start our own.
Fantasy's easy.
I've never won or anything,
Just fantasize.
but like, it's a lot easier than it sounds. I was never even into football until I started playing with that.
I got a story about this UFC fighter, John Bones Jones.
John
Bones
Bones
Jones.
He should be like a.
He was on. We
Is that
had
the
him,
bass player for Led Zeppelin? That was John Paul Jones.
we had him on a few. We talked about him a few months ago when he got this DUI or whatever. But they finally came to the terms on it, and they basically suspended his driver's license for 6 months. I'm like, that sucks. You can't drive for 6 months.
Oof,
Like,
that's rough stuff.
How's that feel, Joey?
It's.
I mean, it was
It's
like
6 months would be like would have been easy. I could do 6 months in my head right now. The problem is once you get it suspended, you have to deal with that for 6 months. It's hard to not drive anywhere for 6
Yeah.
months, and you get caught once, and they double it.
and it cost him a ton of money.
It
too.
does cost a ton of money, and I paid everything I can possibly pay on this, and they still won't let me have it.
We've gone to third person to first person.
It is. It's all. I mean, I can totally relate to this. It's ridiculous. I didn't even get a DUI. I didn't do anything that threatened anybody's lives. It was just the 3-strike program got me like 4 years ago, and I've been paying for it ever since.
Oh, are you talking about the surcharges?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Dude, I paid
Yeah.
those off, and they still won't give it to me because I got a ticket while I was not supposed to be driving.
Did they have you to like quarterly payments?
I was on that, and you know
Yeah.
what I found? Like last January, actually, there was like a I just happened to go to the website, and they were willing to settle. They were like pay a tenth of your surcharges, and we'll erase it. And they did. Like I paid like less than like I was supposed to be paying like $200 a year, and I paid $80, and they just took it all off.
Yeah, nobody's paying them, so like.
Oh, nobody does. Yeah, you don't know how to. It took me forever to figure out how to pay them, and I never get receipts on it. There's no proof that I've paid on this. It was really uncomfortable for me.
That's a great story.
Sorry.
We're going to go ahead and take a break.
Shut up.
Hey, coming back in the second segment, we're going to talk about the 7 unwritten bathroom laws.
Yeah, we are.
We're also going to do
Man
Gross
laws.
But True. We're going to talk a little bit about Stirring the Pot this week, which has to do with rape in Africa. And then in the third segment, we'll Joey for President, flagged as inappropriate. Octomom's back for that one. And then 25 most likely ways to die. And in the fourth segment, as always, we're going to do a little insider's input, late night insights, and our plugs and shout-outs. Broadcasting from thebarlive.com. Today, live at Pokes in Addison off Midway and Beltline. It's actually one block south of Beltline right here.
Yeah.
We also have, I wanted to mention that if you guys don't know already, we have Pugs Moran doing the PMS show Tuesday through Friday. What is it, Jimmy, 12 to 2?
Yes, it goes up at 12, at least here recently, yeah.
Okay, and we also have the Big Dave and Close show. They broadcast from 7:30 to 9 on Thursday evenings. We got a new show. I don't know, are they going to do it today, the Model Citizen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Model Citizen will be back right after us tonight, so make sure you stay tuned. Broadcasting at thebarlive.com. I am Patrick.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Joey.
And this is the YNR Radio Show.
When you think you're right, you're never right. Because this is the YNR Radio Show.
All right, folks, we're back for the second segment. It is the YNR Radio Show, again broadcasting today live from Pokes in Addison off Midway, a block south of Beltline. Again, if you're out there, make sure you stop by, come have a beer. What do we got today? We got $3 Crown Royals all day long, open to close. And we got a happy hour from 2 to 9 with $4 you call it, $1 off all drafts, and $3 Wells.
Isn't Crown Royal? Isn't that your drink, Crown Royal?
Ooh, I love some Crown Royal.
Yeah, man. How are you containing yourself right now with these three? With them only being $3.
With Dr. Pepper.
The sun's out. He
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
sleep when he doesn't drink when the sun's up.
That's
I
right.
know, but it's got to be tempting when they're $3. When it's just $3 for your Crown Royal. I mean, you got to be like chomping at the bit right now.
Yeah, but that's too cheap. I go down too fast.
I hear you.
All right, in this segment, we're going to talk about the 7 unwritten bathroom laws. We're going to do a little gross but true and stirring the pot. Let's kick it off with 7 unwritten bathroom laws. We're going to hand it over to Austin. He's going to talk a little bit about this. I'm curious to find out what some of these laws are.
All right, so this all started last week when we went to Roxy's. And I walked in the bathroom, and there was a gentleman sitting next to me who was very excited that someone else was in there with him. And
That makes me uncomfortable.
he just wanted to talk.
He wasn't
like,
the bathroom attendant or anything, right?
No, he was just in there taking care of business, and he was like peeing in the urinal. Like they had dividers between the urinals, and there's only 2. So
Set us up. How many urinals are there? How many stalls?
There are 2 urinals and then 2 bathroom stalls in there.
Okay.
So he's in the far urinal. I go to the next one.
Is there a divider or are they open?
There's a divider.
Okay, so there's a divider. That's good.
There's a divider. But still, we go in there, and he just starts yapping away. He starts talking about...
And he's standing out. Is he
from,
peeing while he... Are you peeing while he's talking to you?
He's peeing, but he's like trying to make eye contact with me.
Were you peeing?
I was peeing, yeah.
So you both are touching... You both have your hands on your dicks, and he's trying to talk to you?
He's trying to talk to me.
That's like breaking man law number
Lots
3.
of man laws.
I mean, there's a lot of man laws there that he's
he's
violating.
breaching...
You don't talk to another man while you have your penis in your hand.
Exactly. So I came up with the idea of looking up some man laws that you don't do in a public restroom.
Oh, that's good.
So just some things for a man specifically in a public restroom.
A lot of these should probably be like common sense, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I would think.
So the first one that pops up, of course, is no talking. You know, it's a guy's restroom. It's not like a woman's restroom. A woman's restroom, they flock in there and they want to just
Like part of being in the girls' bathroom is socializing, right?
Exactly.
That's where I think that's a social headquarters.
Guys,
it's like the honeycomb hideout for girls.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, but when I think of having to take care of any kind of business, I'd rather be at the solitary in my own home, in my own bathroom, and just,
Well, when you're getting some serious when you're trying to get some serious stuff down on paper, you want to do that at home, where you got some time to think and you can concentrate on what you're doing. You know, you don't want to do that in public. Nobody likes pooping in public.
But if something comes up where you need to take care of business somewhere else, then these are some things to follow by. So first of all, no talking. You don't need to meet new friends in a bathroom. You don't need to talk about how much you love Glee and any of that crap.
No, there's no. I don't want to come out of the bathroom having made a friend. I've done it wrong if I've done that.
That was number 7. So we're gonna go down. Number 6, eyes forward. A wandering eye in a bathroom stall is not a good thing. It's an easy way to get punched.
That is a great way to get socked right in the eye. I don't care how drunk you are. You do the same thing everybody else does. You pick a spot and you stare at it.
Yeah.
That's why there's stuff written in front of bathroom and in front of like the men's room urinals to have something to read. And if you feel like it, if you really feel chatty, add to it. You know, like it's like a poster board. You know what I mean?
It is. I wish they'd number the tiles. So when you're there, you can just count the tiles. And just
well, that's why they don't number them, so you can do that. I do that too, dude.
Yeah.
I count while I pee.
Do you count?
Yeah, like sometimes I count down from like 30 just to see if I can pee for 30 seconds, and sometimes I just count things.
That's really funny.
Occupies my mind.
Okay, so the next one, number 5. When possible, no urinal neighbors.
Absolutely.
Okay, you walk in. Let's set this up. You walk into a bathroom stall, and there's 3 urinals. There's, if you walk in there, no one else is there. You immediately take one on the end. You never go for the middle.
Is there a short urinal in this hypothetical bathroom?
It could be. Those are more restaurants than a bar.
No, there's one here in this bar. There's one at this bar, and I thought it was the weirdest thing, but apparently the bar used to be a restaurant, like for families.
So that makes sense.
Yeah. But I mean, if there's a short stall, you obviously take the tall one first.
Okay,
you have
sure.
the choice.
You don't take the tall one before you take the short one.
As long as you have like a buffer between you,
unless you feel like I don't know, weaseling down a little bit to get.
What happens if you're at have you ever been to a Mavericks game and during between the quarters that you go outside and go to the bathroom and
if
flooded?
it's mass, if there's there's 20 stalls in there and then there's people just waiting to go to the sometimes you just need to go take care of business and get out as quick as possible.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter at that point. It doesn't matter. Like the rules of nobody next to your elbows is void.
Yeah. But if you can't avoid it, which a lot of cases you can.
Yeah.
No urinal neighbors. Don't be standing next to someone.
And don't be a dick either and take the middle one when there are when there's only three. Don't take the middle one if you don't have to.
Patrick just found soundboards.
Wow, this is going to be fun. This will add a new element to the show. Production value. All right, what's next?
I don't even know. Okay, next one is if you happen to take a deuce, if that comes up, you need to do a courtesy flush.
Oh crap!
Other people walking in there, it's just rude not to do a courtesy flush.
Every man secretly enjoys the stench of his own feces,
but no one else does.
Yeah, you have to acknowledge it's a polite thing to do.
It is
in civilized society. You do a courtesy flush.
Now,
even if you're not done yet.
Number 3.
No problem.
I do. Really? This is
We're going to take it away.
When you don't prepare for the show.
We're going to take this away from you.
Go on.
Number 3, you check for feet. When you walk into a bathroom stall, a lot of times the bathroom locks are broken because someone leaves them locked or something happens and they have to break it open.
I hate when they're just open.
Yeah, they just open. But anyways, you always check for feet because you don't want to accidentally walk into a stall and run in some dude taking care of his business.
That's uncomfortable for everybody
very
involved.
Very uncomfortable, yeah. There's no
I can't. What?
Wow. All right. This is so distracting, Patrick. I want you to know that. Your soundboard has my complete attention. Anything else you want to do with it while I'm paying attention to that, not Austin? You're worse than Austin and his...
let's everyone look at Patrick
this is worse than Austin playing pinball last week.
Calm down!
Jimmy, as producer, you don't have anything you want to say about his soundboard over here? Next week we'll cover soundboard etiquette on radio shows. when it's appropriate, when it's not.
Patrick, will you send me the graphics for those as well? Just a bunch of pictures of Patrick in front of a computer.
Giggling at his own soundboard jokes.
I don't care who you are. That's funny.
All right.
Okay, moving on. After you check for feet, the next thing is you don't pee on the toilet paper, you don't pee on the seat, you don't pee anywhere else but the water in the hole.
What an awful move. Have you ever been into a bathroom when someone just ruined it for the next guy?
Yeah, it's just completely trash.
Pisses me off. People do it at I work at Ashley Furniture in Arlington off of Cooper.
South Arlington.
But every once in a while, you can tell there was a kid that was unattended in the bathroom because there's toilet paper everywhere, and you can tell none of it was used to clean up any part of him or the rest of the area he touched, because it's just I don't know, there's just sprinkles everywhere, and it's awful.
I agree.
I don't care that you don't live there. That's not a place where you rebel.
The last one I'm gonna get to right here is flush your deuce. No matter how proud you are of that burly, log you left in there, you need to flush it. I don't care if you take a picture, send it to your friends, do what you do, but flush it. Don't leave it for someone else to find.
See, I'm one of those. If I have a really cool, impressive one, I make sure somebody else sees it.
I do too, but take a picture.
But no one will look at it on purpose. You have to trick them into looking at it. I'm just saying. I'm arguing that point. I mean, I'm just playing devil's advocate here, and it's if you have something.
Touche.
You're not even contributing anymore. You're just searching and reading these little quips from Family Guy.
Love you.
Oh my God. I'm glad you're listening. Not even.
That's it for 17. Yeah,
all right, going on.
Oh, really? We're gonna move on. We're gonna do another segment.
We're moving on.
Easy now.
You guys ready?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Transition into Gross But True with Mr. Joey Caswell. Today he's going to be talking about somebody got their penis stolen.
Yeah, I need you to pull up the article on your computer. My internets are being eaten up by yours. Okay, scroll to the top so I can read the... Okay, yeah. Gross But True this week is brought to you from China.
Who's it brought to you in part by?
Brought to you in part by...
Lavish Limousines.
Lavish Limousines.
Is really?
I don't know.
Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Fay Lynn's penis stolen by thieves. Thieves stole a man's penis while he slept, according to police. Fay Lynn, 41, of some village near Winling City in East China's some province I can't read. Told police he was asleep when thieves burst into his room, put a bag over his head, according to something, and I can't read any of these things that are quoting this. I'm quoting. It's ridiculous. I'd be terrible. I'm terrible at reading the news.
It's terrible. It's
Terrible. They put something over my head, pulled down my trousers, and then ran off, Lynn said. I was so shocked I didn't feel a thing. Then I saw I was bleeding and my penis was gone.
Oh, man.
That's a terrible way to wake up.
Yeah.
Have you ever woken up from a stress nightmare, like in a cold sweat and
Not
everything
like
like
that.
that?
Not looking down and your
that's
penis
like
is
that's
gone.
like the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Police believe the attackers were jealous lovers of several local.
Well, yeah, who else would
Patrick,
do
can you
that?
read this for me? I can't see that far.
Police believe the attackers were jealous lovers of several local women whom Lynn was having affairs with. Lynn denied taking part in any infidelity.
So what they believed happened was he was sleeping with several women in the town.
And two of them got pissed and came and took his dick. Or penis.
Do you think it was the women themselves or like the men who dated those women?
Definitely women. Why would
That
a guy?
is that is
why would
true.
a guy?
That's a
chick
girl
thing to-
move.
That's
a
such
girl
a
move.
girl move.
Everybody remember the thing in the 90s? The was it who got his penis chopped off in the sleep? Come on, this is easy.
In the 90s? What kind of movie?
What's come on?
TV show?
Come on. No, nobody can
I got
save me on
nothing.
this. Guy was asleep. It happened around the same time the Tanya Harding thing happened. He's asleep, and his wife got mad, chops his penis off, throws it out in the street. There was a big controversy about this in the 90s. It was a huge thing.
I vaguely
Was it
remember
Tanya
that.
Harding's penis?
No.
Oh, okay.
I hate you guys.
Okay, anyway, so what happened? This guy, his jealous lovers took his penis.
Right.
Yeah. So you think it was a girl move?
It has to be a girl.
It says the penis thieves are nowhere to be found, but police said they're looking for the jealous lovers.
So he won't admit to having slept with these women because he doesn't want to.
Of course not.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful,
You can't-
especially in an
you-
Asian community.
Can they reattach a penis?
I think they could probably make you a fake one.
So do you go like with small, medium, or large?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you were gonna get a replacement penis,
Yeah.
do you get to like pick who like could you
Like-
because you know they do those like those dick molds for like dildos now from porn stars.
He's like,
Could you be like I want to Ron Jeremy?
He's
Can I
like-
get a Ron Jeremy?
Thank God I got a backup.
You guys remember that song "Detachable Penis" from the '90s?
He's like, I really like it.
You have
but
a lot of 90s references today, don't
I
you?
know, and you guys aren't helping me at all. You guys were alive then, weren't you? How am I the only one that remembers this crap?
I was watching Pete and Pete.
Yeah, I was like 10 years old in
God, I hate
'95.
you guys.
Anyways,
Well,
yeah,
that's what I have for gross but true.
that is gross and true.
You guys suck.
That guy sucks. He got his penis taken.
That sucks to be him.
Yeah.
All right.
What else do we have?
Man, I wish I could send this picture to Jimmy real
I
quick.
did. I
Oh,
emailed
did
it
you?
to him.
Okay, great.
Jimmy
you,
has it
You
in
want to
his
read the
email.
story?
No, you read it.
All right.
Because I was going to do it earlier, but you totally stole my thunder, so it's cool.
Well, sorry, buddy.
Asshole.
All right, here's this week's Stirring the Pot. The title of the story just says, ouch.
Ouch. That was my title, actually.
Oh, it's the same story.
It made me put a subject. But ouch.
The subject of the
Ouch.
story is ouch.
Rape has become an epidemic in South Africa. So a medical technician named Sonet Elhers developed a product that immediately gathered national attention there. Elher, I don't even know how to say your last name. Elhlers? Erlers has forgotten. Ehlers has forgotten a rape victim telling her formally, "If only I had teeth down there." Sometime afterward, a man came into the hospital where they worked in excruciating pain because his penis was stuck in his pants zipper. They merged into those images and came up with a product called Rapex. It resembles a tube.
Rapex.
It resembles a tube with barbs inside. The woman inserts it like a tampon with an applicator, and any man who tries to rape the woman impales himself
Oh, it's brutal, too.
on the barbs and must go to the emergency room to have it removed.
It's like a bunch of fishing hooks on the inside, so when your penis goes in, it just latches on. You can't get it out.
Doesn't that make you bleed a lot?
I'm sure.
Wouldn't that spread any disease that you would have gotten had you been raped?
From look, the whole thing like protects the entire. It's like
Does
a big
it?
condom.
Is it like for the inside?
It looks like a huge plastic condom with barbs in the middle.
But even so, I mean, does it completely like coat the inside? I don't understand.
Probably.
I mean, I understand. I just am wondering. I'm just curious if this is just to stop people from wanting to do it.
I get a feeling
as like a fear, I
got a feeling as soon as he put it in, he would pull it back out, and then there wouldn't be an issue. Like it wouldn't bleed like that fast. Like I don't know.
I don't know. There's a lot of blood pumping down there if you're trying to rape somebody.
Here's the problem here. It's called Rape-X, but wait till married women in America get a hold of this thing. They're like, I told you no, we're not having sex tonight.
Dude,
that's
nobody hates.
No, that is not cool.
Dude, that won't ever happen.
That would be.
Dude, this is America.
How much do you hate your spouse that you're willing to? That you want that for them?
You think Gina would ever do that to you?
No.
As mad as she could ever be,
Gina's
do you think
cool.
she would just do that? No. I mean, I think you're right though. There's some crazy chicks out there. I don't think it's like women, like married women, sabotaging
April
their
Fools.
husbands. Got you. That's awful.
We should just stick to scissoring.
The thing just looks painful. Did we get the picture up there, Jimmy?
I actually don't have the picture you guys are talking about.
All right, we'll post it on our Facebook at facebook.com/YNR Radio. So make sure you check that out. Also, you can email us on the air. It's ynrradio@gmail.com. Is our phone number working?
Yes.
214-736-3569. What's our phone number, Joey?
214-736-3569.
All right, coming in the third segment, we're going to talk about Joey for president. We're going to do a little flag is inappropriate and talk about the 25 most likely ways to die. And then in the fourth segment, we're going to do insider's input, late night insight, and our plugs and shout outs. And I think somewhere in there, Joey's going to talk about torrents.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the torrent world.
All right, let's go ahead and take a break. Broadcasting from Pokes today again, right off Midway, 1 block south of Beltline. I'm Patrick.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Joey.
And we'll be right back.
When you think you're right. When you think you're right. When you think you're right, you're never right. Because this is the YNR Radio Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. It is the YNR Radio Show. You're hanging out with the boys. What is the date today? Today's August 1st,
August
right?
1st.
August 1st.
It's my birth month.
When's your birthday?
August 22nd.
Good friend I am. When's your birthday, Joey?
January 14th.
Right, nobody cares. Just kidding.
I
Just
don't
kidding.
know. I don't know yours either.
Okay, good.
Good.
It's coming up soon, too.
I wasn't gonna ask.
All right. We'll be invited to the party.
No one cares.
August 1st, Wednesday, we're hanging out here at Pokes and Addison. Pokes Neighborhood Grill.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't been to this place, it's pretty cool. It's pretty big. They got a lot of games and stuff. They have a foosball table. They got a couple pool tables, shuffleboard.
Got some bikini models over there playing some shuffleboard.
Yeah, if you're hungry for in the middle of the week from 11 to 5, they have $5 lunches.
Do they?
Yeah, they got a Philly cheesesteak and fries, burger and fries, 10 wings, chicken strips or quesadillas, all for $5 for lunch from 11 to 5.
Now, we ate here last week. What did you have?
I had the quesadillas.
How were they?
Excellent.
Yeah?
I really
What did you
enjoyed
have?
I had some chicken strips.
Yeah? Were they good?
They were pretty good.
I had a burger, and it was awesome.
Yeah,
Very impressed with.
We worked our way through the menu, didn't we?
We sure did.
Huh.
Huh.
I really want to try that Philly.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm curious about the burger myself.
The burger was
Burger
pretty
was good.
I tried a bite of it.
You took a bite of his burger?
Well, he eats half
Hey,
of it and
hey.
left the other half there.
Hey,
I was
Austin,
like, dude, I want to try some.
Hey, Austin, you know how I know you're gay?
How? Because I tried Patrick's burger.
Yeah, that's like kissing him. Why don't you guys just make out? God.
He pinched. He took a pinch.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's been contaminated by your saliva.
was
It's the
not
same. It's the
contaminated.
same as sticking your tongue in his mouth. That's all I'll say.
Anyway, we're going to be out here for just a little bit longer if you guys want to stop by. There's actually a show that's going to be broadcast from Pokes right after us. It's a new show. It's called Model Citizens.
Yeah.
It's going to feature Sunbrew Brandon and Marissa from the Sunbrew Bikini team. I don't know who else is going to be on the show today. Do you even know, Jimmy?
I'm not sure, actually.
All right. Well, maybe they'll have some surprise guests.
Jimmy will be on the show.
They
Jimmy,
usually-
will you be on the show?
I suppose I'll be here. I'll be in this seat.
They usually try to pick people out of the audience to bring them up and kind of interview them and talk to them about stuff. Marissa's over here. She's looking at us.
Marissa.
Hi, Marissa. Yeah, so you guys make sure you come out to Pokes here in Addison off Midway. It's 1 block south of Beltline. Come have a beer. Come stay for Model Citizens. And I think they do some live entertainment on Wednesday night. If I do believe it's karaoke. Karaoke's always a good time.
You gotta say it like karaoke.
I wish I had a song to lead into this next segment. I really don't, though. But
We'll
I'm
think
gonna,
about
I'm going to
it.
find one. But now it's time for Joey for President.
Joey for president.
Joey for president.
All right, guys. This week in my search to understand our government, I was reading some things, and it turns out that we are a capitalist nation. Did you know this, Jimmy?
I've heard things.
And did you know that capitalism kind of rules? All you do is spend money. I want to be a capitalist. I am a capitalist, right? As an American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Does
guess
that
you
make
would-
we are? I mean, just like the idea behind capitalism is throw money at any problem and you can solve it.
It's basically how it works.
Like if your sports team is weak in a certain area, if you spend enough money, you can buy a player to do that for you. You don't have to if you have enough money, you don't have to know how to do anything. right?
Well, the Miami Heat proved that.
That's what you can buy a ring.
You can buy a ring.
I'm just is that like I think that's what I understand capitalism is, right?
Any economics book would just tell you spend more.
That's what I've been reading. Spend.
I agree.
I think it makes me more patriotic that I'm as in debt as I am. Like it makes me like the fact that I owe copious amounts of debt makes me more of an American than say Austin here who has no debt. I have debt. I have more debt than you. No way.
I think you should take to the streets with that. Like, ask people if they have debt, and if they aren't, they're un-American.
Terrorists. Like, if you don't owe a lot of money in credit card debt, then you're just Al Qaeda, as far as I'm concerned.
You're a damn insurgent.
You're not contributing to us as capitalist Americans.
So. Joey for president says
spend more money, get in debt. Like the more money you spend, the more American you are.
So you're not Republican or Democrat, you're capitalist.
I thought that was is that a thing? Can I just be capitalist? I don't have to be a Republican?
Well, you can be capitalist and Republican or Democrat.
Okay, I think I'm a capitalist Democrat. I think. From the quizzes I took online and from what I've understood of the government such as it is.
Hey, Mr. President, how do you feel about Border Patrol?
Border Patrol. Throw more money at it. Spend money. Buy more. Spend money on bigger fences. No, not bigger fences. But I don't know how I feel about Border Patrol.
I'm
honestly,
all for Texas Border Patrol, especially after I found out Texas can actually, what's that called? Like they can actually become their own country. Like
look how cruddy. Yeah, I did. I read that too.
Right. So Texas, we can actually become our own country, and we're the only state that can fly their flag as high as the American flag.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And
that's true.
Like I think we should focus on Texas being.
That's what I want for the theme song for this.
Is that what you really want?
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's Team America.
Yeah, at any point in Austin, they can just break the glass and go back to the old Texas Constitution.
And it'd be sweet. We could have an army overnight. I mean, we don't have to have any kind of everybody's armed anyway.
We can succeed or secede or what's it called?
Seceding.
Succeed at seceding. Annex ourselves from the United States.
We can.
The United State of Texas.
I think that's really cool. I think we should look into that.
Really? Who are you going to vote for? Who are you going to make president of Texas?
Joey.
I want to be more emperor of Texas. Is that a thing? What am I if I'm an emperor?
So you're not going for a democratic Texas.
Oh, I'm not going. That's non-democratic.
You're going for more of like a monarchy.
Oh yeah, I want to rule with an iron fist, no mercy.
Okay, so yours is more a dictatorship.
There it is. Yeah, that's what I want.
He went from Democrat to capitalist to dictator to.
Wow, what a quick progression that was too. It happened so quickly.
Joey does not need any power.
It would like that's why I'm pretty sure God didn't give me any superpowers, because I'd have the best intentions going into it, but it would take the smallest little infraction and I would totally cross the border from like superhero to supervillain. I'm like, you know what? Nope, nobody gets any freedom anymore.
I like that when the rebel forces are trying to come in and like actually take down your place. I'm sure you have like a nice capital at that point. They go to Joey and what the reason is, and he's like, well, capitalism. I'm basically throw money at it, right, guys?
Like spend. Don't we have gold somewhere built up for me to run away with? I mean, doesn't everybody ultimately want their dictator to like survive the revolution?
Yes, to move on to like somewhere like North Africa, like a nice little palace.
That's what I'll do. I'll build a stronghold somewhere in North Africa where I can.
That just doesn't sound
I can rule Texas from North Africa.
That doesn't sound very secure at all.
I don't know. Maybe I need to do some more research before I take over as president of the United State of Texas.
Well, we'll get to that next week.
Dictator of the
1 week at a time, dude. 1 week at a time.
So capitalism's awesome. That's what I've learned so far.
So throw money at everything.
Yeah, I like spending money. Who doesn't? That's why we have malls, right?
What if the money is taken from you through your taxes?
Taxes? There will be no taxes for... Wait.
Hold
taxes.
on.
You have to pay taxes. I read that too. Damn it. That's a conundrum.
Well, that's how the president gets paid.
Oh, taxes pay my salary? So do I?
Are you for taxes or against?
I don't know. If I'm president, do I have to pay taxes to pay my own salary?
No. In fact, if you actually become president, you get paid like what's it, $150,000 a year for the rest of your life or something, and you get Secret Service.
Well, you only get Secret Service for like 5 years after you're president or something, or 10 years.
Yeah, but by then you're already like 60. And, like,
yeah, nobody cares. Who's gonna assassinate a 6-year-old? Like.
And the good news is that you're a dictator, so you get to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You get to just change all the rules.
Oh yeah, I can just make the rules to accommodate me as a dictator. So if I'm a dictator, is socialism closer to what I'm going for?
I think so. I think that we're finding out that Joey for president leads to a massive dictatorship.
I read that somewhere that socialism was bad too, so I don't think this is the one. Maybe I need to do more research before
I can't wait to see what you come up with next week.
I'll study socialism to see where I stand on the stand of whether socialism is a good thing or a bad thing.
I like that you have somebody who's like your economic go-to guy, and you're like, I heard somewhere socialism was bad. I'm not really.
I hear that it's not something I want to do. I mean, right now it sounds cool, but I'm sure there's a downside to it I'm not seeing.
So this political segment is all about you. So you don't actually pay attention to any politics going on, right?
Well, no, I know there's an election going on.
So
okay.
Who are you voting for in the next election?
Well, right now, none of them, but I do plan on picking a side.
You do?
Just whoever supports my needs as a like whoever best I don't know, what am I trying to say? Whoever best represents my point of view on things, I guess.
Okay.
Is that what everybody's looking for?
Sort of.
I don't know.
I just feel like someone could say they're for something, and then once they become president, they can just not do that.
That's the point of being president, though. Flip-flopping. So pick the.
He knows that term.
So then you want to pick the guy that's opposite of whatever you feel is important.
Because by the time he gets in there, it's
He'll
actually going to
flip-flop?
come for you.
I'll look into it and get back to you, Austin.
Thanks, buddy. I can't wait to
That's
hear
all I
it.
have for Joey for president.
So you're campaigning this year for 2012. Joey for president, right?
That's true.
Oh, is it this year?
Write-in
Wouldn't it be
candidate
the next, wouldn't
Joey
it be 4 more
Caswell.
years?
No, let's do it now. Come on, while I'm fresh. before they get to me, before the man brings me down and I get corrupted by, the power that I will
You're already
have.
there. You're already talking about becoming like an emperor of China or something.
Not
like
China.
Or Africa, and you want to rule Texas over there.
I'm going to rule Texas from my
That's the most
stronghold in
ridiculous thing
Africa.
I think I've ever heard. Most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
I'm sure you've heard more ridiculous things. Just tune in next week for more ridiculousness and nonsense.
All right, folks. So that's Joey for president 2012.
Write-in candidate.
Next up, we're going to do Flagged as Inappropriate, also with Joey. He's got a story for us this week. It's kind of a follow-up to a story that we've been following for a couple of weeks. We've had a couple ups, we've kind of had a couple downs, and now have we hit rock bottom, Joey?
Oh yeah, she has hit. Okay, let me preface this. Flagged as Inappropriate has been since its inception a few weeks ago has been riddled with stories from Octomom, Nadia Solman, and apparently she has officially hit rock bottom. It wasn't when she got on welfare; it was actually after.
Are we going to do let's do a recap real quick of everything that we've talked about here.
From what I understand of Octomom, a few years back, she had 8 children at one time, bringing her grand total of children to 14, and then she faded out of the spotlight after a few years, only to come back with a vengeance when a few months ago, in May, when she told us that when she filed for bankruptcy, followed shortly by her doing her solo porno movie. And then right after that, she starts doing a stripping tour of all the strip clubs.
Yep.
Then last week, what did we say? She had a video last week with
Octolone.
Octolone, that's right. She was. Oh wait, I forgot that she's also doing a pop song.
Oh yeah,
she came back to do a pop song.
She's going to do a tour.
She's a spokesperson for a loan company now.
Octolone.
But according to this week's coverage of Octomom begging for money, begging off of romance. Octomom Nadia Solman is just about everywhere these days, but that's not putting food on the table or money in the bank, she says. Sources close to Solman say that despite the massive publicity she's received for her solo sex DVD, Octomom Home Alone, the stripping tour, and her upcoming dance song, she still remains cash poor. What does that mean for celebrities to be cash poor?
Well, it's a nice way of saying I can't say that on there, can I? No bigot, but nigger rich.
Like spending money before you have it?
Yes.
Spending money.
So cash poor is saying, again, no bigot, nigger rich, right?
I guess that's true. I guess that's true. What's happening here is that she's supposed to be getting money from this DVD release. They're saying that she supposedly got paid up front for the solo for the solo performance she did. What's wrong, Patrick?
No, nothing.
He's just enjoying himself.
All right. The DVD was released on July 25th, but her home in La Habra, California, was foreclosed on last month, as she reported to TMZ. Depending on how her deal is structured, she might be waiting a while to get paid for the profits on the porn video she did, according to Steve Javors of AVN News. You know who AVN is?
Adult video something.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
He said the money from online subscriptions to Wicked Entertainment, the distributors of the DVD, could show up immediately, while sales from DVD could take a little longer. I don't know the financial agreements or the financial arrangements or if it's based on sales, but my educated guess is that she probably got a healthy performance fee up front.
Absolutely. She got a ton of money up front. Like, you don't just do that without getting a lot of money up front. That's the whole thing. That's the only reason girls do it in the first place, because they need money up front.
And then what do you take home stripping? Even if you're not a celebrity, you take home.
Oh, dude, if they go in the right club with the right nights and they do the right promotions, dude, the girls can take in like 10 grand in a night.
Especially for a celebrity.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Being a celebrity, don't you just have stuff like can't you go to restaurants and kind of just like eat there? Like, I thought that's part of a being a celebrity was. Like, that's how Paris Hilton gets around. She doesn't pay for things.
It depends on celebrity status.
Yeah, it depends on what place you're going into.
I always just thought that the richer you became, the less like petty things you had to pay for, right?
I think it doesn't matter at that point.
It just still depends on your status.
I think they pay, because I've heard about them like tipping and
It
not
could be,
tipping people.
It could be, hey, Octomom's eating here. You always eat for free here. Or Octomom's eating here. Get out of here.
Or Octomom walks Bill at famous restaurant.
Every time we've ever been to like a bar and there's been like celebrities there or anything like that, these guys are always spending a ton of money. Like the fact, like the people want to wait on them, people want to work with them because they're gonna tip well. Like the whole thing. Like people get upset when you wait on a actor or actress and she doesn't tip you well. I mean, how annoying is that? You're like, really? You have all this money?
And it's happened. It happens all the time.
It does happen all the time. It's ridiculous.
But I thought that but wouldn't one of the perks of wouldn't you want to pander to the needs of a celebrity if you could say, like, if let's say Pokes had like somebody like Derek Jeter in here or something like that, and they're like, oh my God, Derek Jeter's here all day long.
Only if there's something in it for them. If there's nothing in it for you, why would you
Wouldn't
care?
the publicity of having that person there bring more people in, and that be what you get out of it?
You're talking about specifically the bar owner?
If you're a bar owner, would you let somebody like that just eat there for free, drink there for free, if you thought it would like to bring in business?
If I was a bar owner, I'd probably give them special treatment, but I wouldn't. They're definitely paying.
As a patron, would you go to a bar if you knew that a celebrity was likely to be there?
Possibly, if I wanted to see them, yeah.
If you just because it's if there was like a local bar near you and you had like a lot to choose from,
sure.
Would you go hang out just because it was likely that like Dirk Nowitzki was going to show up or something like that?
Yeah, but I still think that
he's
going to pay. They're not going to give him some. I don't know.
I thought the point of being a celebrity is living off like your name as a name brand. You know, Tom Cruise goes places. He is. You know what I mean? Like that's a brand name.
Don't get me wrong. There's probably a ton of perks, but I still think they're supposed to pay.
I would figure you would get like you get to say you have certain cell phone coverage when you get like AT&T just to be able to say, yeah, I use AT&T, so. I'm sure there's morons in the world that would use AT&T over Verizon just because Tom Cruise said he used it.
That's more of a sponsor, though. That's not like.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I have a theory. I have a theory about
when you got famous enough, you could do that.
I have a theory about Octomom.
Okay.
Okay, she did file for bankruptcy a couple months back, right?
Uh-huh.
She was going to lose the house. She wasn't making any money. All of a sudden, she's making a lot of money, and she's probably accustomed to
a certain lifestyle,
making a certain amount of money. And she probably was being irresponsible about her bills and the whole bankruptcy thing, and it's probably coming back to bite her in the rear end.
Sub-question.
And that's probably what this stems from.
Do you think rich famous people go broke the same way normal people do? Like with her being broke, is her level of broke the same level of broke as mine is? Like when I say I'm broke, I can't go do anything. I might have gas to get to work in time, like back and forth in time, and like
I guess not even close.
I guess it's the same kind of broke, or is it like I can't? I don't know what broke is.
I can't afford to take a vacation to the Paris this year.
Right.
Yeah.
Like my house is paid off, but I can't go buy anything new. Kind of thing, you know.
Exactly.
Possibly, but then again, she does have 14 kids.
She's like, but like she makes it seem so bad because even on this thing right here, she actually has like a website set up where she's taking donations. There's like a webpage of her begging for money, and her kids are in the background. Like, hey, my kids aren't eating because I haven't gotten paid for masturbating on video. I don't know. I'm like. I just find that hard to believe.
It's
at that
America.
Level. I get it.
In the United States of capitalism,
she's doing drugs.
Doing drugs.
She's doing drugs.
Performance enhancing drugs.
Just drugs.
I don't know.
It's enhancing.
I don't know. don't see like celebrities, even at the low level like Octomom over here, going completely broke. There are always things like Dancing with the Stars where sub-celebrities or pseudo-celebrities or faded-out stars can come back and make a little bit of money.
One thing I read that she broke
and
up
she's
with,
doing a lot of that stuff.
She broke up with her 23-year-old boyfriend
She
because
did.
she said that he couldn't keep up with her lifestyle. I'm like, this guy's 23 and has no kids.
Of
and
course
like a
he couldn't keep up
bodybuilder
with her
and, like,
lifestyle. She has 14 kids.
and she strips on the weekends.
14-year-old stripper, like a stripper with 14 kids has no spare time. Who
Well,
can relate to that?
I'm just going to throw this out there. Moral of this story is Nadia Soman needs to shut up, go get a job, and start being responsible.
Yeah.
And this act of begging for money is flagged as inappropriate.
It is.
I agree. Flag it.
Panhandling on the internet is still panhandling.
All right, let's move along to the other side of me over here. We got Mr. Austin Brooks, Good Looks Brooks. He's going to talk about the 25 most likely ways to die.
Okay, so funny story. I was at work and I was looking up something. I was like, it just kind of came to my mind. I was like, a lot of people say cancer and all this other stuff and like little things you could do, like you could get hit by a car, you get in a car, and like all these different ways you could die. I was like, what are the odds? You know, it's got to be a numbers game. Of course, random things come up where you don't know. You know, it's gonna be a weird situation. I've had people like that I know that passed away in their sleep. That had nothing wrong with them. They were
That's
like,
the way to go.
They were like,
if you ask me,
30, 40 years old though, or something, and you pass away in your sleep, and it's so like, it's like.
that's great. Would you prefer that to knowing you have cancer and knowing you're gonna die for 6 months to just thinking everything's fine,
Sure,
everything's hunky
sure.
dory, just waking up dead one day?
Are you saying that like dying in a car crash, like dead on impact, are you comparing that to the same as falling, dying in your sleep?
I would think so. If you don't have time to worry about, I think the worst part about it would be the worst part would be knowing.
Okay, I agree with
So
that.
we're going to start it off with the top 25. So it's going to go 25 back to 1. Okay, so
Okay.
now to the number 1 ways to die. Starting with the 25th is fireworks discharge. You have a 1 in 615,000 chance of getting killed in a fireworks discharge. I thought that was interesting.
I hit a friend in the mouth with a bottle rocket once, so I guess I could have killed him.
You guys ever used to have Roman candle
That's what
fights?
we were- that's what we were
yeah,
doing
we always do
with the
Roman
bottle
candle
rockets.
wars. Always.
So
That was the
we've
best.
dodged that bullet how many times? I mean, my number's coming up then. A 1 in 116,000th chance.
116,
I better
600,
stop.
615,000.
Your odds are improving.
I've been dodging that bullet for a while.
You've got number 24. You've got a 1 in 500,000 chance of dying in a tsunami. You have a
Tell that to all those people.
no.
too soon, dude.
I'm sorry.
Too soon.
D's.
Demographic.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just saying.
Number 23, asteroid impact. You have a 1 in 500,000 chance to die from an asteroid impact.
I'm still worried
Does that
about
go
it though.
for everybody?
Yeah, this is worldwide.
Is there? I wonder if there's a way to improve those odds. If you chase after asteroids, are you more likely to get hit by one?
Chase. It's not like a storm chaser. You can't chase after an asteroid.
I don't know if you. I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
I feel like they go really fast. Like it's hard to as soon as you see it, it's on the ground.
What if there's an astrologist that knows it's coming and he's like, I want to be there for impact?
You're a futurologist.
That's a futurologist.
Go ahead.
Okay, number 22, dog attack. You have a 1 in 400,000 chance of dying by a dog bite.
I would have thought that would have been higher.
They have around 20 deaths a year.
In the United States or worldwide?
Worldwide.
Worldwide. Wow.
You have earthquake. 131,000 chance of dying in an earthquake.
I bet that's regional.
Yes.
Depends on where you live.
Probably, but I'm saying worldwide,
Yeah,
the people that
the
die,
average.
what people die from.
Okay, yeah.
Snake, bee, or venomous bite. 1 in 100,000.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
It's
so
climbing up
about
on us.
around 50 people die of that every year. Something like that. Lightning strikes. You have a 1 in 83,000 chance of dying from lightning.
So which they had if lightning strikes twice.
So you're better. People that are scared of bees have more likely chance of getting struck by lightning than they do dying from a bee sting. So I thought this was interesting. Tornadoes up there. 1 in 60,000 chance of dying in a tornado.
Let's see that.
Legal execution. Getting put to death by legal execution.
I worry about that daily.
1 in 58,000 chance.
I was sure that was the way I was going to go.
The odds are changing every day.
Flood. 1 in 30,000 chance of dying in a flood.
I don't see how you get, aside from a tsunami or some kind of wave or something sneaking up on you, how do you die in a flood? That just seems
How
like
about all
stubbornness.
the people in New Orleans.
Flash flood.
Flash floods.
I don't know. I've just never seen a flash flood sneak up on me that fast.
They come.
It's hard
It
for me to
does-
believe.
It does seem like during a flood, you'd say, "Oh, better get to the top of this."
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
it seems like you would like even if you didn't have a lot of heads up, you'd be like, "Well, the water's rising pretty quick. No, it's gonna give it a minute. Just give it a minute. It's gonna pass.
I hear only 1 in 50,000 people die in this.
Yeah, we're probably okay."
So flying is just a little bit safer than driving. Flying has 1 in 20,000 chance of dying in a plane crash. So I guess a lot of people do that, don't you? Drowning, you have a 1 in 8,900 chance of drowning.
Wow.
You have a 1 in 5,000 chance of being electrocuted somehow.
Just anyway.
Anyway, being electrocuted. You have a bicycle accidents, even worse. You have a 1 in 4,700 chance of dying on a bicycle.
I bet that number's gone up in the last few years. There's more cyclists now, like all over the place.
Especially over
it's
there
big
in like big areas like China and all those
Yeah,
really
yeah,
densely
true.
populated people. Everyone drives bicycles.
It's becoming big here in like Texas, and we have like long places, like long
Yeah.
stretches between cities. You know.
They have on here natural forces. So it could be anything from lightning, tornadoes, floods, well, earthquake, but it's like natural chances. So combining all that stuff together.
Like dying in a hailstorm.
Well, if you're out in a hailstorm, you're just an idiot. Like, but yeah, natural 1 in 3,300 chance of dying from natural forces. You have. I got to go to the next page. Fire or smoke. You have 1 in 1,100 chance of dying from fire or smoke inhalation.
I came well. I
Yeah,
came close.
his
Yeah, I was
apartment
as
burned
close
down.
as ever.
Yeah. You have a 1 in 325 chance of getting killed by a firearm. So
Like
some
by
kinda-
being
some
shot?
kind of gun. Yeah.
I like those odds.
Yeah. This one's for you, Joey. You have a 1 in 246 chance of falling down and dying.
I worry about that. Have you guys ever slipped in the bathtub? Like
Yes.
like a year and a half ago, I was in the bathtub and I did like a Looney Tunes like feet slip out from under me thing, and I hit the ground like I grabbed everything trying to stop myself, and I just went like feet up, head down, and
Yeah.
I was laying there thinking this would have been horrible.
It's a leading
What
cause.
if I had died? My friends would have found me this way. I like what an embarrassing way to go out.
It's a leading cause of injury-related deaths among seniors.
If you're a senior, that's a little more forgivable, you know. But for
Well-
me, I'm in my 20s. I should have like cat-like reflexes and like
fallen
the
and I can't
speed
get
of a
rid-
mongoose or
alert.
something.
Yeah, everyone needs a life alert when you get past 50.
I should just get one now.
You should get one now. Intentional self-harm. You have a 1 in 121 chance of dying from killing yourself.
Like overdose.
Overdose.
You know, there were a lot of people that were worried right after 9/11. They were really concerned about leaving their houses. And like they were concerned if they left their house, there would be a terrorist attack and they'd die in that. But they were like, I read that it was like you were 125,000 times more likely to kill yourself than to be killed by a terrorist attack in the United States.
Every 40 seconds, someone commits suicide.
Wow.
That's intense. Motor vehicle accident. 1 in 100 chance of dying from a motor vehicle
I can see
accident. Accidental injury. Better, just accident. Something happened that wasn't on purpose or whatever. You have a 1 in 36 chance of dying in an accident.
Broad general range.
Like a ladder falling on your
Well,
head.
it's an umbrella covering a lot of different emergency room visits of people that have something happen and they die. It could be like they were working on a car and their hand got stuck in the thing and it cut it off and they bled to death or something. It could be like it's some kind of accident.
I want to see what the odds are that you'd like get hit in the head with an anvil and die, or have a piano fall on your head.
I don't think that
Well-
happens. I don't think
Does that not happen anymore? Was
No.
that only in like the 60s?
That's in like 1,001 Crazy Ways to Die or something.
I think that was only in Looney Tunes.
That's
Someone gets
my
a piano
bad.
falling on their head in the middle of Midtown Manhattan.
Stroke. You have a 1 in 23 chance of dying from a stroke.
wow.
Yeah. Cancer. You got 1 in 7 chance of dying.
1 in 7.
1 in 7 people are going to die from
God.
cancer.
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Heart disease. 1 in 5. Cardiovascular heart disease is the number one killer. Well, second number killer. And number 1,
Counting people.
Yeah.
last but certainly not least, Chuck Norris.
What are the odds that I'll be killed by Chuck Norris?
There's no statistics for Chuck Norris-related deaths, but it's safe to say that your probability of survival is directly correlated to what he thinks of you being alive. In other words, if your existence upsets him, he's terribly sorry for the rest of you, but it may not be your best interest to review something. I don't know. Anyways, they're kind of stupid, but I thought Chuck Norris was funny. If you run
That's
across
a good
Chuck
way to
Norris,
tie
he
it
can
up.
kill you.
That's a very good way to tie it up. That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
We should do more stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, let's take one more quick break, and we're going to come back for the fourth segment and do Insider's Input, Late Night Insight. And Joey's going to talk a little bit about torrents for a minute, and then we're going to do our plugs and shout-outs and close it out. Guys, you still have time to get out here to Pokes here in Addison off It's off Midway, right?
Yeah.
Off Midway and Beltline, Pokes in Addison. Right after us, I think at 6:30, they're going to do Model Citizens with Sunbrew Brandon and Marissa. And if you might have a chance to get up here on the stage and answer your questions, so make sure you get out here to Pokes in Addison.
They're open till 2.
I'm Patrick.
I'm Austin.
I'm Joey.
This is the YNR Radio Show.
Bam! 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 I can't, what? Want a Cleveland steamer? You filthy, stinky prostitute. You foul venereal disease-carrying, street-walking whore. You douchebag. I haven't brushed my teeth in 3 days, and no one has said a thing.
When you think you're right, you're never right. Because this is the YNR Radio Show.
All right, folks, it is the YNR Radio Show. We're back for the fourth segment. Again, today we're broadcasting at Pokes in Addison off Midway, a block south of Beltline. Again, if you're not here, get here. We're going to be here for just a little bit longer. And right after our show at 6:30, we do have Model Citizen with Sunbrew. Brandon and Marissa going to be taking the stage and broadcasting live from thebarlive.com. If you haven't watched any of the other shows on thebarlive.com, I'm going to go ahead and talk to them about them real quick. We got Pugs Moran. He's the daddy of the whole operation here. He does the PMS show Tuesday through Friday from noon to 2. We also got the Big Dave and Close show Thursday nights from 7:30 to 9. Make sure you tune in.
I think I like Mel the best.
Mel of the
Big Dave and Show Club.
She'll appreciate that. She really will.
I think I like her the best.
Right on.
Yeah.
She's good. She's funny. She's Australian.
I think they need her in there.
Right.
Like they really need Mel in there to kind of even out the testosterone in the room while they do that show. It's ridiculous.
There's a lot of tension in there.
But she really adds a nice, the female touch. But she's, she also fits in with them though really well.
She does.
She's not too girly for them.
So make sure you tune in to those shows on thebarlive.com. We got some more stuff coming too. We got a new website, thebarlivedallas.com. Instead of thebarlive.com, it's thebarlivedallas.com. We're going to be expanding our operations hopefully here in the next couple months to a year.
Start seeing us in other states.
Right. Hopefully. Right. Okay. Right. All right, let's kick off this fourth segment. We're going to do a little insider's input with Mr. Joey Caswell. He's going to kick it off for us. We're going to talk about some TV and movies.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and go over the movies I watched this week. I didn't watch anything new. I watched Batman again, and it's as awesome as ever. If you have not seen The Dark Knight Rises, go check it out. It's pretty amazing.
Dude, that movie was awesome.
Really, even as good the second time.
The only thing that disappointed me was during the beginning, I didn't see a preview to The Hobbit.
I got to see the full trailer for The Hobbit, and I'm really excited about it.
Where did you see it at?
I saw it at the movie tavern in Bedford.
For Batman.
For Batman, yeah.
Oh man,
yeah, for real.
We went to Rave and they didn't play it.
This week though, Austin and I think last Thursday or Wednesday, we watched 1990 classic It.
Yeah,
written by Stephen King.
Stephen King's It.
You guys remember that when you were kids?
I watched that too, actually.
Movie?
This week?
Did you watch
that?
Yeah,
this past weekend.
Crazy.
I know.
You know who I didn't realize how many people were in it. Harry Anderson.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God! And did you see Jonathan Brandis pre-suicide? Seth Green was the one that really threw me. I remembered everybody else. I'd never recognized Seth Green being the little redheaded kid in it.
I didn't recognize him either.
It's totally him, the comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the young Harry Anderson.
I didn't even realize that.
I wouldn't have recognized him if it hadn't said his name in the credits at the beginning of the movie.
Wow.
That was the 90s, so they still did like pre-movie credits instead of just credits after the movie. You know what was really exciting to me when I was watching that? They're making the remake of that next summer.
Yeah.
It'll come out. Yeah.
I'm excited about
that. It's going to go to theaters. This one was like I don't know how long the movie actually is. It feels like it's like 4 hours long. But
can they still get the same guy to play the clown?
What's his name? Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. Oh man, he's so creepy.
God, he scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. You know, he's the same. He's that like concierge in Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
And I saw that movie right after I saw it. And he freaked me the hell out. He just he smiles the same way.
Yeah. No,
coming off the elevator, it's really creepy.
I remember him in the Disney's Three Musketeers. Yeah. He was that cardinal guy or whatever.
He'll never not be Pennywise the Clown for me. But I was watching it and I kept thinking this movie scared the shit out of me when I was like, I guess I was 9 when I saw it.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
Good Lord, way too young to see that movie. But like, when they have a budget behind it, because it was made for TV back in the day. That's why it's like 4 hours long. It was like a mini series on TV. When they have a budget behind it, I understand they're gonna cut a bunch of that crap out of it. But I was watching, thinking the whole time, you can cut that, you can cut this. I mean, it's a good movie as a classic, but there's a lot of there's a lot of stuff between the two of them.
Yeah.
What was the weird dynamic between like the one girl in the group, and the two guys that she was like kissing on the mouth
all
the whole
the guys.
time?
Like
it was so weird. They would all just walk up and like grab her ass and kiss her on the mouth.
They're all massaging her at different
times.
I know.
I was like, what the hell is this?
It was very odd.
I thought that whole dynamic was really strange for me. I didn't understand it exactly, but I just feel like a lot of that, when they cut that out and then they add a budget behind it, it's going to be really, really creepy.
So Joey's been when Demonoid's up, Joey's been downloading a lot of old classic movies. Like he's been downloading like Jurassic Park. We watched that the other day. Great.
I watched all the Jurassic Parks last week or week before last.
The first one's still my favorite, hands down.
Yeah.
Castaway. We watched
the end of the second one's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did watch Castaway.
Dude,
I like that now that that Demonoid's gone, you're having to go back to like things that are like free domain.
I know
movies.
it is. That's what I'm doing. I'm glad we brought that up. I don't know a lot of if you guys torrent or whatnot, or if you know what's going on, but Demonoid.me, one of the biggest torrent websites there is on the internet right now, has been down for a week now, straight, like 7 days now. They were taken down by some hacker that hasn't taken credit for it yet.
What they call it, a contract hacker?
They're saying it's allegedly a contract hack is what they think it was. They don't know whether it was the MAA or what is it, the MPAA or the
NAACP.
That's what I was about to say. I got my acronym mixed up.
Yes,
but they're not sure who did it, but they're saying it's a contract hack to take them down because the government's been trying to do it for a while.
Yeah,
they take them down, they change the domain name and come back up. But this has been the longest I've ever seen Demonoid down in history that I've been using it.
Yeah, and I appreciated your method because, like, I've been doing the exact same thing over the past week, but it will be down, and I'll be like, okay, I'll go to another site and see if I can find it. You got to the bottom of it. You were like, what the hell's going on here?
Well, I thought it was just me. I was like, maybe my home. I have it as my homepage, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. Maybe they changed the domain name, which is what I thought they did. Mm-hmm. So I googled Demonoid, and the first thing that came up was Demonoid News. I clicked on that, and I'll be damned if they were like there's only like one guy trying to fix it right now. He supposedly has a lot of help coming in now from outside sources because Demonoid's a free website. There's no money behind it, so it's one guy that is in there problem checking stuff. The last report that I read today said that they should be up in the next couple of days, but that the hack was really bad and that they've had to address a lot of problems, which is when it comes back, it should come back bigger and stronger than it ever was before. They've taken care of a lot of little bugs that were bothering it that no one really bothered to fix before, and now it's going to come back.
Are they still really strict about who they let in?
Yeah, it's a closed enrollment kind of thing. You have to be invited by a member that already exists, and as a member, I've never gotten an invite. Like, I can't send anybody an invite, and I have an incredible ratio on there.
Yeah, I got rid of my 5, and now I haven't gotten any invites.
Yeah,
since then,
I never got the original 5. I thought I was supposed to get those too, and I never did.
Yeah,
I got in
your 5.
I didn't even get. I got in on an open enrollment one time. I just logged on, and a friend of mine messaged me and said, "Hey, go to Demonoid now and sign up," and I got in.
I bought mine on eBay like 4 years ago.
You bought your membership?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I feel lucky then that I got in so cheap.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was worth it.
Anyway, I'll keep you guys posted, but I've been really upset this week that my torrent website's been down. It didn't slow me down though. There's still Pirates Bay and kick-ass torrents out there, you guys. So
don't fret.
They're trustworthy, I promise.
Happy hunting.
Yes.
Good luck. Good luck, guys.
So there were some other movies that came out this week.
Oh yeah, I heard The Watch. How'd that do?
The Watch. It got a 15. Oh, party foul. We're clapping. The Watch got a 15% squash tomato from the critics.
Yeah.
But a lot of all the what do you call it, the viewers?
Yeah, the user reviews.
The user reviews loved it.
That's what I usually go by. I don't care what the critics say. I don't want to hear what the guy that's paid to give his opinion says. I want to hear what the guy that lives next door to me says about it. If it's entertainment worthy, if it'll keep me amused for an hour and 45 minutes. No, you don't think so? Marissa says no.
Did you see it? Yeah.
Was it good?
You didn't like
she
it?
Didn't like it?
Yeah, but
I didn't hear any of that. But
something about not liking sci-fi.
Yeah.
I think that's a girl opinion. Yeah. See, I like monster movies. I watch them all the time whenever I can, and I don't, regardless of quality of movie. Obviously, I'll watch a monster movie just because it's a monster movie. So I think I might like it just because it's my taste. But I can see why it would get a bad review.
It did rack up $12.8 million in the first week.
Nothing compared to some of those blockbusters we had this summer.
I think one of the best comedies of the summer is probably going to be Ted or The Campaign when it comes out.
Ted's going to win. Ted's going to be more classic because the campaign's funny right now because the election's going on.
Already
I do, definitely.
It was quotable and I missed it all.
Yeah, I forgot it all while sitting there.
So also this coming week we got Total Recall coming out.
Bomb. It's going to flop.
You think so?
Agreed. Yes, it will absolutely. It's going to flop. It's going to be nothing compared to the original one, and the only reason it's going to get any and I'm speculating, but the only reason anybody's going to go see it is because it's a name of a movie you've already seen.
I was going to say the chick with the 3 boobs.
Well, the 3 boobed girl we saw in the original one. I don't need to see that again. If you get weird on the internet, you can find that anyway.
All right, let's move into the TV. What you got for us this week, Joey?
I'm not watching. No one watch anything but Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is the only show on right now, and that's the only show.
I like
you should
the
be
Olympics.
concerned
That's a good show.
F the Olympics. F the Olympics
Seriously,
in the A.
I don't even want to talk about Olympics and sports.
You're a terrorist.
I'm not a terrorist.
Dude, it's a purchase
Go world,
sport.
man. Go world. As Morgan Freeman says in the Visa commercials.
I want to talk about Breaking Bad, though.
Okay,
Come on, we don't have
Breaking
time.
Bad.
I want to
All
get
right.
Breaking Bad in. Okay,
All right.
Breaking Bad. We were making predictions last night. What do you predict, Patrick?
I predict that
Based on the information you have.
I think Hank finds out. I don't think
Agree.
he can kill his
I
brother.
think Hank
I
finds
don't
out.
think he can kill his brother-in-law. I think he has a vendetta against Jesse, so I think he kills Jesse.
And I think that Jesse and Hank vendetta will come up again because right now he's staying off of him because of the
I think Walt will kill
restraining order.
Jesse.
Well, let me finish my prediction. After Hank kills Jesse, I think Mike has taken a liking to Jesse. He's the kid. He likes the kid.
Of course he does.
He's faithful to the kid. So I think Mike tries to go for Hank, but I don't think Mike kills Hank because TV math
You think
tells us that
Hank will live? He's
The
already
Hank-
been injured. He's already
right.
been injured to the point of death, and he survived.
Hank
Why
will
would they?
live.
They won't make us watch him almost die again.
And then I think Walt betrays Mike, and I think Mike doesn't necessarily come after Walt because I can't think Walt thinks that that's what's going to happen. But I think Mike sends his boys after him because he's betrayed Mike and didn't want to pay money for his men.
I think you got a better chance of. I think you might be right about the Hank killing Jesse thing. I think Walt's going to kill Jesse, and he's going to go to jail.
Well, we have it on record now, so we can go back.
I think
listen
that-
to this show later.
If Walt survives,
We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah.
I don't know that I think feel as strongly that Jesse's going to kill Walt anymore. I think if he survives, and that's if
Walt's
Mike
gonna
doesn't
kill
kill
Jesse.
him, it'll be Mike that kills him.
Or Marie kills Walt.
Never
I'm
gonna.
calling it.
Whatever.
I'm calling it right now. Walt kills
Or
somebody.
Skylar kills Walt.
Walt kills lots of people.
I'm calling it.
Anyway, I like this whole thing with him being against the Germans and with the idea that they're cooking in people's houses now. That's incredible. It's really ballsy, and I think that I think that what their plan is right now is a bad idea.
Right on. You got nothing else for TV?
No, I'm not watching.
All right,
anything
let's
but
go into
Breaking Bad.
the late night insight. I've got a new song. I found a new song. I've never listened to it. We're gonna see how it rolls. You ready?
Do it.
Let's see what it sounds like.
What is this?
Sounds the same as the last song.
It's a new song.
I can't tell the difference.
Hear it? It's a new song. I like it.
Dude, I
All right.
feel like we're south of the border here. No bigot, but you know what I'm saying?
Man, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Coming up tonight. What do you have going on tonight? At Trees, you got Wretched, $10.
Wretched.
I've never even heard of them.
I love how we do late night
I
insight.
don't know
but
why
you
we
guys-
do late night inside on Wednesday nights.
either.
No one's ever playing anywhere on a
Right.
Wednesday night but Johnny Case.
But
I like to do the whole week though.
I like Bukkake Moms. I don't know what that is.
Cocky Moms at Haley's Club.
What an awful
What
name for a band.
Horrible name.
All right, we're gonna go to the
Kinda cool, though. I
classics.
like it.
Vanilla Face Jones, Lola Saloons.
Yep.
We got, I'm sure what's his face, Johnny Case playing at a
Sardines.
Sardines. Yep.
Shut up.
There it is.
Now and forever.
No, forever. Okay, that sucks.
I really want to do. I want to have him on the show.
Johnny Case?
Yeah, why not?
Sweet.
We talk about him enough. We
I
plug
would
him more
love
than
to have
anything.
Johnny Case's
He
opinion on
owes
some
us
things.
so much money in advertising.
No kidding.
We're gonna have Animal Marriage on here.
Animal
in
Marriage.
a couple weeks, I think.
Your internet's working?
Internets are slows.
This is what you get for relying on the internet to provide all of
Our
your
entire show is
your
based on the
entire
internet,
show.
dude.
You know, Jimmy has a lot of shows that he attends. Do you have anything that you know about this week, Jimmy, that you want to talk about?
This week actually is not the one that I'm thinking. Well, actually, I just found out yesterday. Obviously, it's gonna be way out in the future. But Lights All Night that just got
I
announced.
heard about that. Yeah.
just a couple nights ago. So that's pretty badass.
Where was that at?
That's gonna be in Dallas.
Has it already happened or no?
No, it happened this past New Year's Eve, and it's gonna be
Oh,
the
that's right, that's right.
the 3 nights leading up to this New Year's Eve now.
Okay, I got it on Thursday. Here we go. Tomorrow night at Trees, Sixpence None the Richer.
Oh my
I remember
god.
those guys.
I remember that one song they had.
Kiss Me.
Kiss me. Kiss me. Wasn't that the theme song to that what was that movie in the 90s? She's All That?
She's All That.
That's right.
Yeah. Also
90s
tomorrow
movies.
night at Bronco Sports Bar, Velvet Love Box.
Oh yeah, tonight you got Patrick over at Milo's in Arlington.
Great plug. Great plug.
I heard he's pretty good.
Also tomorrow night at Glass Cactus 1100 Springs for all you Texas country fans.
We got Maze Friday night at Jackson Pavilion.
Maze.
Yeah.
Who's that?
I don't know, but their tickets are expensive. They're like $45 to $135.
He was just hoping one of us would recognize the name.
Well, it's a big place. Jackson Energy
I agree.
Pavilion.
I don't know who they are either.
Frankie Beverly and Maze are playing there.
Friday night at Billy Bob's Texas. Mark Chestnut.
Holy crap! MC Chris at the Profit Bar. I've seen that guy 1,000 times.
That's the guy that
the
raps
nerd
like a little
rap.
girl, right?
Yeah, the nerd rap. Have you guys never? He was on all those. He used to do voices for cartoons on
Aqua Teen Hunger
Aqua Teen
Force.
Hunger
Yeah.
Force. Really? MC Master P Pants and It'll Brittle. He was the cow one too. I forgot what the name of the cow was. I've seen that guy 100 times. You know, I got to hang out with him one night at my cousin's house.
Really?
Yeah, my cousin calls me. He's going to see him at. He was seeing him at the Aardvark, and I didn't go to the show. But he's like, "Dude, you got to come over. MC Chris is coming to my house." And I get there. MC Chris is like 30 years old, and he's hitting on this 19-year-old girl the entire time. I thought I'd talk to him about Star Wars or something nerdy. Nope, wasn't having it. Talking to this girl, trying to score in a van in the back of in the front of the house the whole time.
Also,
didn't happen.
Also, Friday night at the Capitol Bar in downtown Fort Worth.
True story.
Overdrive.
Overdrive. Hey, check out what's playing Saturday night. You got Kiss and Motley Crue at Jackson Energy Pavilion.
Really?
Yeah, I would totally go see that.
I wonder how old those Kiss guys are.
Pretty old.
Pretty old?
Yeah, do you think his tongue's gonna get all wrinkled and withered
Just
the older he
pretty
gets?
Pretty old.
Do you think his tongue's like with old people, like their balls start sagging? You think his tongue's gonna start sagging out of his mouth when he gets old?
I don't think so.
You don't think that's how human physiology works?
It'd probably be best, man, because I got invited to this one that's coming up this Saturday, and I've already been to 2 of Kiss's last tours.
Really? Their last tours?
Yeah, and like
they're milking that for all it's worth, huh?
Yeah, at some point you got to give it up.
Saturday night, look out at Baker Street, and we have Voodoo Blue at Keys Lounge, the Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute band. La Freak Saturday night at Rio Brazos Live. That's an expensive band. Incognito at Sherlock's Baker Street. That's all Saturday night. The Boogies at the Poorhouse. Those are all good, pretty good cover bands. The Fray at Windstar Casino Saturday night. We like you some Tampon Rock.
And Kelly Clarkson. Don't forget Kelly Clarkson.
Where?
At the same place.
Oh yeah, Kelly
Windstar.
It's easy to overlook her.
Yeah, she is pretty forgettable.
Kelly Clarkson, who?
She lost a lot of weight and got pretty hot. You guys see pictures of her?
She's up and down each year.
You're right. She does.
She goes to fat to skinny.
She gets really thin for a photo shoot, and then you get some like candid photos of her.
She's an emotional eater.
I bet
she's an emotional eater. All right, Sunday night. I'm on Sunday.
I'm on Sunday. Sunday's boring.
Sunday's boring?
Sunday's super boring.
Always boring.
Nobody goes out on Sunday.
Apparently not. Well, with this lineup, what are we going out
for? Check it out on Monday. The Crop Dusters are playing at White
Crop
Elephant.
Dusters. I love it. That's something I would have called my band.
I like it a lot.
How do you say that? Tyrannosaurus.
Tyrannosaurus. Like it's a girl Tyrannosaurus.
Tyrannosaurus.
It's the Tyrannosaurus. That's funny.
Yeah, Boxcar Bandits playing at Dan Silverleaf's. That's a free show.
Boxcar Bandits is a good one. It's like a bluegrass.
Yeah, that's usually fun.
They're really good.
A lot of energy.
You have energy.
You got
Tuesday night at Lola Saloon, Big Mike's Box of Rock, and Ryan McBride.
Yeah, it's a bunch of crap.
The White Elephant on Tuesday is the Texas Music Showcase.
That's probably fun.
Texas music's so weird because there's all these people that play like the same places every week, the same places, but they're like celebrities. Texas music country stars make a lot of money.
Do they really?
It's ridiculous how much money they make.
I think it's one of those things that I've overthought, like the whole writing a child's book. I bet writing country music isn't that hard. It just takes like the right mind to do it, like a child's mind.
It's like writing children's books, like you said.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
It's easy.
It's simple. You just overthink it when you don't like all the best ones are just pretty simple.
So you guys want to come up with a country song?
Yeah, while we write our children's novels, we'll do that the same night.
I think we could do it.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got?
I got nothing.
That's it. That's over for late night insight crap.
All right, let's do our plugs and shout-outs and let's close this thing down.
Joey, you go first.
I want to do one first. Can I do one?
Oh,
Go.
fine.
Do you guys ever like want to hang out at a cool spot and you don't know where to go, but you're like, man, I kind of want to go to a smaller place with cool people and a
every
cool
night.
DJ. Well, you got a place for you.
Where?
The Upscale Dive in Arlington.
What's it called?
It's called Milo's.
No way.
Milo's. The best
I've heard of that place.
The best upscale dive in Arlington.
Is that the one off 501 East Division Street in
501
Arlington?
East Division
Oh my God,
Street.
I know that place. That's by my house.
Yeah. Oh, they got drink specials all the time.
It's awesome and local.
They have 2 pool tables. They have a foosball table.
I heard they have ping pong. Do they have ping pong?
They have ping pong.
Oh my God.
They got darts.
They have 2 dartboards.
In fact, we played beer pong last week, right?
Oh, right on.
Yeah, we played beer pong last week. That was for a special event.
Oh,
They have something new. It's the 50-shot challenge. You have a personalized card they keep behind the bar. They have 50 shots. You can take 3 a night. They're $4 a piece. But we're not talking about your average shots here. We're not talking about girly stuff. We're talking about stuff that's hard to take, stuff that comes in different shapes and forms. They have shots in martini glasses, shots they light on fire, all sorts of cool stuff.
We have Ray
not
Charles.
The first person to take all 50 shots, like I said, you can only take 3 a night, wins a big prize.
Do they have 50? They have the Ray Charles
Game
on there.
on.
They have the Ray Charles on there.
Challenge accepted.
Joe, have you heard of the Ray Charles?
No, I haven't.
You stand in front of the bar with quarters, right?
No, they give you ice.
Okay, ice
cubes.
You take 3 ice cubes and you throw them behind your back, and wherever it lands next to you, you have to take a shot of that, and they mix it all together into one shot.
Right.
Ew.
It's the most
That
random
sounds
thing.
like a recipe for disaster.
It's
It
a great
is.
shot.
That's the type of shots you have to take.
I did it with all mixer things. It'd be like apple pucker and like Grand Marnier and like just awful mixes.
Kahlua.
Kahlua.
They have absinthe too, I believe.
Oh no way.
It's the American
Without
iced
the
absinthe.
wormwood.
Yeah, so whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
All right,
So
I'm done with my plug.
All right. Well,
1, 2, 3, not it.
You guys want to buy a car?
You know what? I know a few people looking for cars. In fact, Marissa from the Model Citizen show is coming up next.
Oh my God, I heard she's hot.
She's super hot. Just wait to see her. Anyway, she in fact she's looking for a car, and that just goes to show I guarantee at least 2 people right now that are going to be in the market for a car in the next 30 days. And in fact, if you tell that person to come buy a car from me, I'll send you a check for $100. So if you guys are looking to pay
Really?
your rent, if you guys are looking to make some money, you guys are looking to help out a friend, refer someone to me, and I will pay you $100 if they come buy a car.
I
Okay?
can get behind that.
Can I refer myself and get $100?
No, I'll refer you.
I'll
We'll
allow
split
it.
it.
I'll allow it.
I would really like to do that.
Well, okay, yeah, sure.
Okay.
You just get an extra $100 off your car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
spend 15 grand. I'll
Okay.
give you 100 back. Yeah, no, but seriously, come in and see me. Or if you want to get a haircut, go see Nikki over at Lock Saloon off Glade in 121.
Right
She'll
on.
take good care of you.
Right on.
And I guess I'll give a shout out to Steve from the pool earlier.
I was going to at 1310.
Oh, yeah, 1310. Our buddy Steve, he sells. Well, what does he do?
He buys and sells stuff on the internet. He was trying to sell us a washer and dryer earlier.
Which we're gonna get.
But it's his birthday today, and I want to say happy birthday to Steve from the pool.
His birthday. Happy birthday, Steve.
Okay, I'll be at moving on. I'm gonna be at
No transitions whatsoever.
At Ashley Furniture this week. We have amazing deals starting in August with our Stearns & Foster lineup, our Tempur-Pedics, and our brand new OptiFoam beds. Patrick, do you know what an OptiFoam bed is?
No, I have no idea.
Sealy Posturepedic has released an OptiFoam, which is a cool gel inside of their beds
gel.
that like it's just like what Tempur-Pedic material is,
But
it's not activated by heat, so it
No.
sleeps cool to the touch. I'm not kidding.
That's
it's incredible.
crazy.
Incredible technology in these mattresses now. Come see Joey. I'll give you 5 years, no interest, and free delivery if you come see me at Ashley Furniture in Arlington off Cooper and 20
With the proof credit.
with approved credit.
Participation may vary.
see associate for details.
That's all we got.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see you guys next week. Again, we're broadcasting here at Pokes in Addison. Make sure you stay tuned after our show. We have Model Citizens going to be taking the stage here in just a little bit. We got the sexy Marissa, Sunbrew Brandon. Make sure you tune into our other shows. We got PMS Tuesday through Friday, 12 to 2, and the Big Dave Enclosed Show Thursday nights from 7:30 to 9. This is the YNR Radio Show. We broadcast every Wednesday from 4 to 6. Tell your friends about us. Check out our Facebook and like it.
Yes.
I don't care what you think. You need to like it. All right, till next time, folks. We'll see you next week. I am Patrick.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Joey.
And this is the YNR Radio Show.
Bye-bye.
The YNR Radio Show is sponsored by David McDavid Honda in Irving, Ashley Furniture in Arlington, Lavish Limousines in Fort Worth, and the Sunbrew Bikini Team. Check out the YNR Radio Show online at thebarlive.com, facebook.com/YNR Radio, ynrradio.tumblr.com, or email them at ynrradio@gmail.com.